Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about mesh. Actually, let me go gallery mode. Tommy Bruno, Mr. WANDerful, goalies matter. You know Evan from the Halifax Thunderbirds. No, I'm just kidding. One day, right, Evan? One day.
Definitely not.
One day. Maybe if you use this 10 diamond mesh that we're about ready to talk about, that could be a reality. You know, it could take you from recreational player to Halifax Thunderbird. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get into it when we start talking about 10 diamond mesh, because that's what we're going to talk about. Mesh Dynasty, 10 diamond mesh. It started, you know, we got 20 diamond. You've got your 12 diamond. You got your 17 diamond. I think there's a 14 diamond out there. But what we're going to talk about in this video is 10 diamond. And I am no mesh expert. That's why we brought Mr. WANDerful himself, AKA Tommy Bruno, AKA Tommy Bruno the sixth. What's LI? Long Island.
Oh, LI. That's my login name for my the job. Contractor by day. I do all the stuff on this is my cell phone.
There you go. Well, I've queued it up. My dogs are barking. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Talk about 10 diamond mesh. Evan, you want to kind of go through what we want to cover?
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about this 10 diamond mesh that was released from the Mesh Dynasty just recently, as of the fall, I believe, right, Tommy?
Yeah, just very recently. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go over sort of the features and the design of the mesh, sort of our impressions and what we like and what we don't like, and then sort of a recommendation for what we think which kind of goalies would really like using this style of mesh. So with that, Tommy, maybe you can give us sort of a little bit of a rundown of sort of the different diamonds of mesh and how this evolved into this product. And just sort of maybe the features of it when it comes to the 10 diamond mesh.
Absolutely. What's going on, guys? Tommy Bruno here, AKA Mr. WANDerful, your goalie guy. Pleasure to be here with you guys. But talking about the 10 diamond mesh in particular, guys, what this is going to provide for you is definitely a little more rebound control, 100%. The more you increase in diamonds, usually the more smoother of a release on the pocket you're going to get on your pass. But it's going to take a little bit away. It's definitely going to have a little more drag on the pocket. The best way I would know how to relate that to you is if, you know, you're playing with a 20 diamond stick, there's a lot of mesh there for the ball to roll around with. Now, if you go and you take a fishnet where the diamonds are huge, that ball is going to, you know, whip around. You're going to lose a lot of that channel. It's probably going to hug as that ball comes out in the pass. So you really want to make sure you string the top nice and tight and really, really go over the pocket, break it in as you go. As a matter of fact, if you've only been stringing for a little bit, I used to have a rule of thumb. Anytime you're stringing stuff like this, a good stick has to be strung twice. That means string it up, break it in, account for all the error that's happened, tug it down, drag that channel down a little more. But guys, if strung correctly, this stuff can really, really be an outstanding pocket mesh product. But great for rebound control, and if strung properly and tightly across the top, you'll always get a nice smooth release if you do the shooters right.
Yeah, I know when I first got this was actually strung by you. Thank you very much. That was the biggest thing that stood out to me about this pocket and this mesh was, you know, whether it was playing catch with some of my buddies here or actually like hopping into the net, like with good technique, like this thing sucks up rebounds. You can really feel it rip the ball as it comes into the pocket, and really has a really solid hold on it. When you're using proper technique, turning your stick as you make that save, like it's not coming out. That was a big thing that stood out to me. Gone are the days of like the tennis rackets, boom, right out, right? So that really stood out to me, and I really like that. The other thing that you did mention there, Tommy, was with the release point on this. Pog is great, really awesome. I really like it. But I did experience those sort of where it kind of tends to drag a little bit. Sometimes if you're not like on with your technique, it kind of just releases funky. I know one of the things you did mention was I was looking for the W's, but you said it wouldn't work well with the pocket, you couldn't get it work. Maybe you could touch on that a little bit.
Yes. All right. So definitely. So as a 10 diamond breaks in, like I said, if you're just hopping in net, 10 diamond is probably not the mesh for you. All right. You definitely want to have a little more experience, a little more savvy with the stick. And maybe even looking at it now, yours was actually the first head I ever strung up. Probably go with more of a rolled shooter across there, because that always will help out a nice gradual smooth release. But yeah, there's two different types of the mesh that was released. Now that's the rhombus right there.
Yeah.
This would be the hex. So that's more of a single stitch. So now you have 10 diamond with even a skinnier type of mesh. It's getting more and more towards that fishnet, which is always going to have a lot of more variable in the pocket as it breaks up.
Yeah.
If you're going to go with the mesh, I think after stringing it up multiple times and working with both, I would definitely go with the hex. It's a little bit thicker here on the actual stitching, have a lot more structural integrity. And this stuff is very, very similar to how it breaks into a 12D. 12D is definitely not only my favorite Mesh Dynasty, not only my favorite Mesh Dynasty product, but hands down my favorite mesh on the market. Just stringing for 20 years and stringing every single product out there and stringing probably 1,500 heads a year. This stuff is hands down the best product out there. But if you're looking for a little bit better rebound control and you're not into popping the ball up sometimes as much, and you're just kind of like the guy who could eat it up and has nice soft hands, 10 diamond might be a really, really good, way to elevate your game. If you're quick and you're not having a problem dipping that stick back a little bit far on your outlet pass and giving it a little extra snap, this stuff could be a really good complement to your game. What I noticed is, just like you said, there's a lot more give to the mesh that you have in the in the rhombus. This right here, nice and soft, breaks in, but where it kind of breaks in is going to stay. It's probably going to change about 10 to 15% more upon a good warm up, usually after about 30 to 40 shots.
Yeah.
That right there, the rhombus, that's going to break in and still have a little bit of that elasticity, because there's not as much there's not as much weaving in there. Whereas you were to have like a 20 diamond stick where you literally have twice as many diamonds, there's not as much give on that pocket.
Yeah.
So you could bag that out a little more and still get a nice smooth release off that.
Yeah, and the big piece too with the rhombus mesh that kind of has me sort of intrigued to see how this holds up is I'm a little bit interested to see how the one stitch is going to hold up over time. Like it's probably a little bit too difficult to make out on camera here, but it's already pretty stretched out and you can see like the whole of the stitch. So I'd be interested to
I could see it. I can actually see it right here. That was my number one cause for concern with this stuff. And to be quite frank with you, I wish I would have looked more on the bottom of the pile. I thought there was only one in the big shipment that he sent me, but he sent me a couple different styles of the mesh. So you all see it on camera. I'm sending my guy another piece of mesh too. And when he's ready, I'll get another piece of mesh in his stick.
Yeah, so I would say at like the upper levels, if you are wanting to try the 10 diamond mesh, to use the rhombus mesh, because I would
go with the hex. I would go with the hex. If you're seeing high level shots, if you're seeing high level shots, I would go with the hex for now until it's maybe more perfected on the back end. But the best thing about the 10 diamond is, I know I said you could bag out a 20 diamond. You don't have to have a two ball deep pocket with a 2 to 3 ball deep pocket with 10 diamond. As a matter of fact, you probably won't be able to throw with it. It's not going to release properly. It's you want a nice shallow 1.5, maybe even like 1.5, maybe even a little shallower pocket, because there's going to be so much give upon impact. When you stretch out that stick, really when you take the ball and you stretch it all the way, you should really be able to get it about 3.5 to 4 balls deep. Now, when it's just sitting in there resting, I usually like to sit it between 2.5 balls deep. Yeah. But upon full stretch, it should be around, anywhere between 4 to 5 probably. Yeah. When you take a 10 diamond pocket and it's only 1.5 balls deep and you stretch that thing out, it's stretching just as much as a regular pocket.
Yeah, and in terms of like performance, was there any other pieces that you wanted to touch on this at all?
As far as performance, excellent for rebound control. Great for those goalies who maybe want to do a couple toe drags out of the cage and have some nice ball control. But with that being said, guys, as I'm always going to stand by this, it has to be strung correctly. There's no mesh that you're going to lose the channel in faster than 10D if it's not strung correctly. Yeah. Got to have tension in all the right areas. Got to have that bottom string the right way. Got to have the shooters the right way. And the reason being is, sorry to touch on your question before about the U's. Listen, a U is always going to give you a little more ball control. It's also going to help out on rebounds too when it hugs, but it's just something else for that ball to hug onto with not enough structural integrity in there. So I would rather any day string the channel into my stick and give nice 2 straight shooters on top. I really try to do the same thing with Grizzly Mesh 2S because it breaks in very similar. But if guys want it, I'm always going to do my best to do what they need.
Yeah, and like I said, the pocket came out great. I really love it. I can't wait to get another one strung up eventually. But yeah, no, it's really great. So I know we've kind of touched on this a little bit already, but what type of goalies would you really recommend this for? Like who do you think should be trying out this product?
I would say high-level high school goalies and college goalies. Yeah, college goalies of any level. If you're playing at the next level, Division 1, 2, or 3, or club, you're a high-level goalie. That being said, have some good stick skills. You know, be savvy with the stick a little bit. You know, if you're more of a guy that, you know, he's not dipping that stick all the way far back, you know, playing with a bag, you know, don't go from playing with a stick that you can snap your wrist forward and that ball's coming right out, because it's going to be a world of difference on the hold and on the whip on the stick. But if you're playing with a bag right now and you're just like, hey, I'm looking to try something new, maybe I want to reduce the amount of that bag, have the same whip, but just have a different control. There are some guys, I mean, I used to be even one of those guys that was like, I want as least amount of weight on my stick as possible. And there was a time in my career when I swore off 20 diamond and only played with 10 because I was like, it's less weight, you know, it's less weight on my stick. And when it gets wet out there, it's like, you know, when 20 diamond gets wet, you're feeling that weight. But that's it, you know. I mean, Mesh Dynasty has just such a freaking good product that all of their meshes has so many more pros than there are cons. So there's no wrong answer to choose. If you're just looking for a different feel, go for it. Try it out. And yeah, I would just say be a more savvy with the stick goalie and a little more experienced with whip.
Yeah, so if you're looking to pick up this mesh, you can buy it on their website, which is, I believe, themeshdynasty.com. Or if you're looking to get it strung up and you want Mr. Wonderful to do it for you, maybe, Tommy, you can give a little pitch for yourself or give a little shout out.
I would be more than happy, guys. Tommy Bruno here, AKA Mr. Wonderful. I string anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 goalie heads a year. And so some of the top pro guys out there, most of the top college level guys up there, and, you know, high school and youth of all ages. So I'm more than happy to be of service, guys, and happy holidays.
First of all, I just did the math. That's like 4 or 5 goalie heads a day for 365 days. That's some good experience.
I wish.
That's the kind of experience.
I wish it was 4 or 5.
It's
this
more.
Whole hand right here, this is like, it's calloused almost to a cement level right here.
Are there stringing calluses? Because I got weightlifting calluses, you know, like right here on my fingers. So, but you got stringing calluses.
This whole right hand, dude. Sometimes I watch my man Lars, the sidewall Jedi. He's got the tape on there.
Yeah.
And when I started a couple of years back, I'd be like, I'm never gonna do that because I did construction for many years. And now, man, I got some tape every once in a while. I got calluses right here in the middle, this way, right here. But yeesh, probably between anywhere between 4 to 6 a day, man. It's crazy.
I love it. Well, Goalie Summit 5, man, I'm so pumped for this event. It's December 7th through the 10th.
Woo!
Free ticket, a regular at the Goalie Summit. Everyone loves this session. It's just hanging out with Tommy himself while he strings up a stick and then we give it away. Can we drop a little hint as to what we're giving away or not yet?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. I'd be more than happy, man. Love giving back whenever I can. But I'm thinking I was gonna do a custom strung brand new Eclipse 2, and I was gonna, you know, just make it a you know, all white. But then Mesh Dynasty went ahead and dropped a bunch of product on us recently. So I'm thinking, I mean, we've been talking a lot about the 10D here. They were lucky enough to make this stuff in the best colors imaginable. USA 10D. Then I got the black and white 10D right here. And then if you want to really get crazy, we got that rainbow colored 10D. And of course, this is all going to come in all that 12D color, guys. I got everything from white to all the colors you want. So maybe what I'll do is I'll string something up live, and whoever wins, guys, you get to customize it fully from top to bottom, whatever colors you want, whatever mesh you want. And I might have a little extra something that I'll keep as a surprise, maybe till the summit, that I'll be dropping for you guys too.
Let's go. Can't wait. Goaliesummit.com. Get signed up. It's free. I mean, we got the goats. We got the goats of stringing, the goats of playing. John Galloway is going to be there. Meg Taylor. Who else? We got Drake Porter. Just one Scotty Rogers, a
Whoa.
good friend of yours, and Tommy.
That's a lineup right there, man.
Oh,
You
I know,
calling
and
the
that's
big
only
guns.
four. That's only four. We got 17 coaches. It's gonna be tons of fun. I can't wait. GoalieSummit.com. Get signed up, and we'll see you there. What else? Anything else on the mesh? We good?
I think we're good. Try it out. 10 diamond mesh.